Good morning, peace and blessings. I'm the Moon Mama. Happy Monday. Monday's the day governed by the moon, and the moon, when I checked, was at the 19th degree of Aquarius, and the moon is void, of course. Before I talk about that, I really want to invite you guys to join the classes that I have created for your evolution and growth. We are in retrograde season right now. We're also in eclipse season. And so one of the things that I see as an astrologer that I didn't see when I was not an astrologer is that the energy is always moving. It's alive. And you guys will hear me say everything is alive here. The planet is alive. There's an invisible living force that is around you, that is animating you right now. Like it's almost like fish in water, right? But we are in the electromagnetic field, and it is responding to us. It is reading our signature, our energetic signature. And because we're moving into the age of Aquarius, it's becoming really important that we do the work to shift our energetic signature, for one reason, so we can avoid suffering, because the old ways of being are coming undone. But it's important to recognize that the media is never going to say that. The media is going to continue to tell stories to keep you spinning and to keep your energy trapped inside of it. So you really do have to just decide not to believe it anymore. You have to decide that it doesn't have any value for you any longer and stop participating in it. And so the way that we stop participating in it is by stop filling our heads with the stories, right? So I created the Mercury Retrograde class. Mercury Retrograde in Gemini right now. This is a very high time. We have a new moon in Gemini. We have Mercury Retrograde in Gemini. And so what we are doing is creating a new way to perceive reality, right? And how do you do that? So when I first started doing this, before I even understood astrology, I made a decision to believe that everything in my life was serving me. Everything was serving me. Nothing was against me. And that was my baseline for my perception. I got that from Christianity. Christianity says that all things that love God, like all things work together for good for them that love God. So that was my baseline perception, that everything is happening in my life because I love God, and it's all going to work together good because I love God, right? So whatever was happening, I did resist it. I'm not going to act like I didn't resist it, because I was still working through a lot of resistance and trauma and shame and guilt in my life. But I knew that everything that happened was to serve me, to help me heal those things. And this is a perceived reality, right? You got to create an understanding, a baseline for how to be in this reality. And this is what the Mercury Retrograde class will do, because once your mind links on to what this perceived reality is, or how you're perceiving the reality. Some of us believe like, oh, I'm never going to get what I want, or, oh, this world is against me, or things never work out for me, or, everybody else has what they need but me. Like, that's a perceived reality. And so these realities come from some early childhood experience that you have to figure out what it is so that you can then reprogram yourself. So the Mercury Retrograde class is Mercury Retrograde in Gemini. What story are you telling? The universe is listening. And not only is the universe listening, it is recording it, and then it is bringing it back to you. So the Mercury Retrograde class will help you shift the story you're telling, determine and then create a new story. I will offer the rituals. The Mercury Retrograde class, I'm going to have one live class. The others are no live classes, but I will have the rituals for it. So if you register, the live class is next Wednesday on June 9th. The class will include the rituals, and I'll give you videos to really help you move through the next 3 weeks. And it is a $77 investment. It's a great class. The other class, Saturn Retrograde. If you are in the market for a new identity, like, what is it that you identify yourself as? Many of us, we identify ourselves as somebody's daughter, or a student, or a Black person, or a woman, or a man, and all those things have value, but they are not really who you are. There is more to that than who you are. And so this Saturn retrograde in Aquarius is about you really getting clear about your blueprint. what your identity was. What did you come here to be and do? Who are you at your core? That's what this class is about. That's a $66 class. It's a class that runs from May 24th to October 10th. All video, all email, all self-taught. And it is a great class to help you really understand your identity. And then you can do readings and coaching. If you need more, if you need me to assist you more, you can sign up for a reading. You can sign up for private coaching, and I can assist you in that way. And then finally, the Pluto and retrograde class. This class also goes to October 7th. And this class is around our personal authority, like how we, where we give our power to, how we are sourcing our power. How do we believe? Do we believe that we're powerful? This is the class to help you understand that. And then finally, the Rebirthing the Authentic Self course, which is a year-long course. We're 5 months in, but everything is recorded. It's $97 a month. And I have a guest speaker come in every month who just blows it out the park. This month we'll have Joelle Adafan, and I'm so excited about this. Last month we had Jerome Braggs. Next month, we're going to have Judith Scott, who's going to talk about relationship. We're going to have Cheryl Bourget, who's going to talk about pleasure. We're going to have many teachers are going to come and talk about how do we embody these new energies and how do we challenge ourselves in these old ways and take on new ways of being. So with that, today is a moon day. The moon is in Aquarius and moon is and it's void. So today is a really internal day, honestly. And I get that everybody's out and doing all their things, but today is a day for you to be inside of yourself, looking at where you need to detach. Where are your attachments? I've been working with attachment this month and it has been so rigorous. I've been working, I love pendulums. My niece and I have been working with pendulums, and yesterday I was at the beach and I lost my pendulum, and maybe it cost $12. It was a smoky quartz pendulum, and I am so sad about it. Like, I was so attached to it, just this small little thing. And what I'm noticing is, like, look at how you're attached to that thing, like how that thing has so much power. And so we want to spend this time. Aquarius is about detaching from old ways of being, detaching from conventional thought, detaching from conventional practices that would keep us stuck in an old reality. And so today, while Aquarius is at the 19th degree, it's like really knowing that you're being of service to yourself. Of service, like when you detach from something, you really are serving yourself. When you detach from old beliefs and systems, you really are being of service to yourself. So spend the day today just seeing, like detach from your story, detach from your feelings, detach from any of that. Finally, the new 13 Moons class begins on June 2nd. I have so many classes going on right now. I'm so proud of myself. I have to say I'm so proud of myself because this is what I always wanted to do. I wanted to teach people how to use energy and teach people spiritual practices, and I found a way to do it, and it's so exciting. So 13 Moons starts June 2nd. It's $97 a month. This month we're going to be working with the new moon in Gemini and the full moon in Capricorn. It is sourcing light from the shadow. Like, can you do the work to forgive yourself? Like sourcing your power from the shadow through forgiveness. So if you're holding on to old things that you need to let go of, that are hurting you, that are making you suffer, this is the class for you. And many of you have said to me, oh, I want to do the class. You have this class, you need to join it at the beginning, right? So you have until about June 4th to join. For those of you who join today, I'm going to be doing one free reading for somebody, I'm going to pull a raffle out of everybody who joins today, and I'll be doing one free reading for that person. And this is a month-long class where we do the rituals and we follow the moon cycle, and we direct you to how to create 2 goals around this month around forgiveness and really freeing yourself from patterns that no longer serve you. And so I would love to have like 25 of you join that class. 25 is really great because then we all get to work together. There are currently already 60 people there. So if you have stuff that you need to let go of, if you're holding on to people and things that are painful, this is the class for you. And you can join in my link tree. It's 13 Moons. If you can't find it, I'll send you, I can send you the link. So today, the moon is void. Today is a really internal, personal day. So if you're out with all of the festivities and stuff like that, just pay attention to how you feel. Like, so if you're with somebody and they're talking, just like check in with yourself. Am I listening? Does this feel true for me? Like, be more with yourself than you are with others. Or are you telling stories about what people say? Like, I know, so I can be listening to people sometime and I can feel like what else is going on with them, right? So just be aware, create a little space in between you and your stories, and between you and who you're with. Just some space so that you can hold your own ground, be in your own influence, and make choices. Like, your emotions don't need to be snatched by other people's feelings and experiences. Let's see if I can get Osset to come and say hello. Osset talks. She says hello. Yay! Say hello. Say hello. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? You want to say hi? She's such a pretty girl. All right. She's not talking either today. I didn't talk yesterday. Osset's not talking today. I'm about to go do my spiritual bath for today. I do a spiritual bath every Monday. And I do so that I can really harness the energy of the moon, which really is about moving, right? Like, the moon doesn't stay still. The moon is always moving. And so I do the ritual so that when my emotions need to change, I can change them easily. All right, peace and blessings, you all. Thank you all for joining the classes. Thank you for everything that you do. And use this energy in Aquarius today, outside of that full moon that we just had in Sagittarius, to really be authentic to yourself. Choose your authenticity. Detach from anything that would have you play small or shrink or anything that isn't your truth. Yesterday I had some friends. They were like, hey, we're getting together. We're going out. And I wanted to go. And I was like, maybe if I can get this done. And then Spirit says, sit your ass down and do what you're doing. You're not going nowhere. I chose me, and I'm happy that I could do that. All right, peace and blessings. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. You want to say bye-bye? You say bye-bye? Say bye-bye. You want to show them saying bye-bye? Say bye-bye. She's not saying it now. Okay. All right, bye-bye.